Rockets are out of Houston and into an interconference game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. You take a look at Boston.
And they're 1-0 against them this season. And this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
And just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you don't even care about.
2 points. That one goes. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Here's what Boston's head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 5. Butler goes in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Signature move by Butler. He's a slasher by nature. Really goes hard to the cup.
And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Harden left side. Buries it down low. Harden's got 7 points.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
Now, here's Cunningham. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside, George. From deep three-point territory. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here is Harden. Following the three-pointer by Boston. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Defense should expect this from Harden. He rarely misses a chance to draw a shooting foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
On the wing to Rosen. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. It's stolen by Eason. Here's Rhett. Oh, my!
Nice finish.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Rockets making a switch here. 107 left to play here in the first. 6 to shoot. Westbrook with it. And the shot is long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Now Dosumu. Pass to Polonese. Now Koulibaly. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Polonese misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Shot game clock separated by 5. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Dosumu. Nailed from three-point land.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Drummond. James Harden getting it done for the Rockets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is happy.
Houston, 17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Bull. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And stolen by Koulibaly. Here's Polonese. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Butler, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. Not going to miss that.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Passed away to the wing on the left. A wide open look here for Koulibaly. And it's Boston with another.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Wembanyama outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics with the lead. Deflects the pass. Down low. And a big-time jam right there.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Polonese misses.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ. .110
left in the first half. pass to Dosunmu. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Wade with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Polynice. 8 points for him. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Rockets leading. Here's Butler. Here's Gordon. Polynice with the rebound.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution.
27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Cunningham outside. There's the try. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Bull. Here's Eason. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
So much fluidity from Sar, going right at the rim with that slam.
There's the screen. And here's Harden for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Back to Sar. And Sar throws it down.
Most of Sar's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Pass the Butler. Back to Harden. Lets it go from deep. And Sar pulls it down. Celtics trailed by 3. Cunningham for 3. Traps in the tray. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
It's stolen by Eason. To the inside. Here's Sar for the lead. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
And Reddish with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Inside, and they get it. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for 1 more. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 1. Harden outside. Floats it up behind of Wembanyama on the lob. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
To the middle. Here's Sar. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. With a big group substitution here. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Kevin, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. They set the pick. Pass to Polynice. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%,